Hey, happy Friday morning. Friday morning. Let's be good and positive today. With God's blessing, we'll enjoy the weekend. Now, I know this kind of looks gloomy here, but believe it or not, as you can see by this tree right here in front of me, the trees in the great state are already blooming. Now, it's chilly willy right now. It's like 40 degrees. Nightmare this way, buddy. We know what is. We've got so many freaking diversions going on right now. So we know that's their game, deception. But the thing is, even with Trump going to the Ohio River Valley, where that train derailment happened, y'all might probably don't know the fact that in 1996, well, technically 97, I completed my undergrad in geology, which is the mechanics of the earth. And the mechanics of the earth aren't that much different than the mechanics of your normal life. And you just got to think on a bigger, like my professor used to always tell me, Jim, you're always getting caught up in the trees. Think about the freaking forest. So you got to think of the world like a forest. Okay, well, not like a forest. You got to think of the world like a giant cocktail glass, and you're mixing yourself your favorite drink. So every ingredient that goes in there, you start twirling it around in a blender, which is what the atmosphere pretty much does, minus the freaking blades. But the wind in the atmosphere, is spinning and going places a lot faster than that blender. And what happens is you get, and the thing is, the atmosphere is a little bit more random. So you get this dispersion. And in the past, I've said it was homogeneous, but technically it's not. What's going to happen is, if you look at the, what do they call them? The wind patterns, especially the ones in the upper atmosphere. That's where all the toxins from that derailment are going to go. And that's why these derailments are happening all over the freaking country. Because this is a goddamn war. Now, you can tell your normie friends that we're in a war right now, but they're not going to believe you. We've gotten into that matrix state where the Mr. Smiths are going to be popping up left and right. And as I stated a long time ago, back in 2020 when I was working at LC Drives, it's going to get to the point where we're at right now, where these idiots, these sheep that were dumb enough to get jacked up by that fucking poison, are going to start blaming us for not getting jacked up with the poison. That's where we're kind of at right now. So just enjoy your weekend. Get things done. And if you like adult beverages, especially that come from Tennessee and Kentucky, buy them now. Because I got a clue for you. If you don't think the price is, because see, they get all their water from the Ohio River Valley. And if you don't think the prices of their freaking booze are going to triple, then you're insane. Or say in a few months, well, say in a couple of years, they keep putting it out. You really think that distilled freaking, I don't know. Maybe the process of distilling might get rid of the chemicals, but I ain't taking that kind of chance. I heard the word forever chemicals. I've heard from people I've known for many years and trust their opinion, and they say that this is an extinction level event. You might have heard the term ELE. That's what we're in. Anything near there is fucked. So what do? You can't be afraid, right? Because God didn't make us to be afraid. You got to take precautions. Now, if you're in that area, plan to move. Plan to move now, or just move. I don't care where you go. Just get what you can that's not toxic, or take out whatever money you can out of your bank and just fucking leave. Sometimes that's the choice you have. Sometimes that's the only choice you have. And if I was in that area, yeah, I don't even think I'd go back other than for important papers and shit. And maybe my tech equipment, my guns. That'd be about it, because you can clean that shit. Those people right there, cancer clusters, all kinds of shit. This is a war. This is how wars are fought. This is an unconventional biological war brought upon us mere mortals, us mere freaking bots, us flesh bots, by our overlords, the elite. And if you believe some of the shit, these assholes have been around for way too long. I think it's time they all retired myself. And when you got people like fucking Joy Behar saying that because the people in Ohio supported Trump, they got what they deserved, that bitch needs to fucking retire permanently. Never get on the air ever again. Because you don't say that about innocent victims in a war. You don't say that about innocent victims, period. Ever. And there's children involved, so fuck her. Sorry. Yeah, if you're north of there, you're fucked. Oh, and what the fuck did I just hear about New York? Something's going down in New York right now. I can't remember what the hell it was, but man, I know Q said watch California, but I'm telling you, man, something's going down in New York right now and once I find out, remind myself of what it actually is, remember what it actually is, I'll do a quick post about it. But watch New York, because I think shit's about to go down there big time. That's why I say, you know what? This weekend, especially, enjoy it. Because there's a lot of shit out there you can't do anything about. But if you're in those areas, anywhere near the Ohio River Valley, near the jet stream, that's the fucking term I was trying to think of. If you're anywhere in the path of that jet stream, then take precautions. You know, get yourself a nice rain hat made out of something like tinfoil. And legitimately, that probably would be the best thing to wear, would be a tinfoil hat to protect yourself from the acid rain. Although I think the tinfoil would react to the acid. See, that's what's going to happen is this vinyl chloride's mixing with the water molecules in the atmosphere. When they burn that fucking rail car, they did it by intent. They created acid rain in concentrations that nobody ever imagined. Well, maybe some of these evil, sick fucks imagined it, but no normal person ever imagined. So that's what's going on in our atmosphere right now. So if you're outside during, even if you're as far away as Texas and California, if you're outside and it's raining or it's snowing or it's whatever the fuck, head cover at least. Protect your noggin. Hey God, thanks for another day. Please help us rise up together and unite to defeat the enemies, your enemies, the evil ones that have continued to attack us, attack your innocent children. Well, and your not so innocent children too. I sure as heck ain't innocent, but we're all being attacked. Please, God, help us win the day and defeat the enemies of truth. Please protect and guide President Donald J. Trump, all the members of Q, the members of our military, our law enforcement, the emergency service workers, especially all the people in the Ohio River Valley. Please comfort them. Please provide them with enough knowledge and instinct and confidence that they can move on with their lives and get away from this poison. And please, dear God, those people that are working to resolve the problems in the Ohio River Valley, help them, give them wisdom, point them in the right direction so that they can save as many people and as many of your creations as they possibly can, so that united with the good patriots of the world, we can put on your full armor, pick up our swords of light and truth, and in one sound voice defeat the dark forces of evil that continue to prey upon your children all over the world once and for all. Amen. Right, Nightmare? Have faith in God, have faith in the plan, have faith in President Donald J. Trump, but mostly remember, have some fucking faith in yourself. Okay? That's an order. That's an order, Private. That's an order, friend. Nah, just enjoy the day, man. Try to find a way. And if it means going into the restroom for like 2 extra seconds so you can respond to a text from a friend or send a text to a friend, then by all means, take advantage. It's Friday after all. God bless, stay safe, and have faith, guys. Later.